is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Blowing out of the backfield, exploding down the sideline.
This is Hangin' with the Boys, presented by Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings. Now, your hosts, Nate Newton, Kurt Daniels, Jessie Holley, and Shannon Gross.
Nate's leaving. He's got his money for today. He walked through the door. He's done. He's leaving.
Kurt got my color on. Kurt got my color on.
Green?
Green, baby. I got mine.
Call us. 888-855-2297.
Is it a time limit today, brother? Is it a time?
Yeah, we're trying to get 10 callers.
30 seconds.
We're trying to get 10
callers.
Well, I'm not going to listen because somebody say something wrong. I'm not even going to listen. I'm just going to look at my pretty face.
What are you talking about? No, you listen. This is a participation show.
Something wrong.
Then get them.
You got to hold yourself. You got to hold yourself. You got to restrain yourself.
And plus, I don't want to listen to just kinfolk.
All your people called from Florida last week and Macon, Georgia. And
calling out D-Law. You saw D-Law responded.
Had a good old Family Feud last week.
You did, yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Wow. That was your fault.
How'd that go?
That was your fault.
That's not my fault.
Any fallout from that?
Nah, it was all good.
Right.
Mom thought I was mad at her. I was like, no, not mad. That was fun.
Hey, no, it been,
hey,
boy.
It was fun.
You won't do it again. I'll tell you that.
I tell you what out here, man. Boy, you got me and Jessie over here, boy. You better
y'all
not.
look cute today, by the way. Did y'all text each other and say
blue?
Where you Cowboys
and
blue?
We text you too.
I missed the memo, I guess.
Kurt got his.
Kurt the only one got left off the email.
And that's the only one that matters. He got that green on. That's all that matters.
How y'all today?
I'm
good,
great, man. I'm great. I was mad because I watched the New England Patriots game last night against.
And why were you mad?
Because they blitzed on the first series and that kid threw an interception. They blitzed on the third series and that kid fumbled. And I'm saying to myself,
you feel like they let one?
We let one get out the door, bro. Yep. It's 2 games I felt we should have won. That's that Green Bay and that Jets game. And they ain't going to come back 100 because we're finna run off 8.
Yeah?
We're finna run off 8.
Think they're running through this?
I mean, and we ain't going to even be stumbling.
Ooh.
Wow. We ain't going to be stumbling.
Ooh, I like optimism.
Yeah, man.
You heard it here.
Yeah.
They ain't going to even be stumbling.
Straight with no stumble.
What makes you feel that way?
Just a belief system, man, that the players understand now. The coaches can bark and talk all they want. Their job is to scheme it up. But I think the players don't want to, at the end of this season, I don't think they want to be walking around like, what happened? You got a chance to fix this now. And they said the big voices in the locker room, the veteran guys, and your leaders stepped up and said, hey, man, this is how we have to play ball. And I'm believing that if they do the right thing, unlike Philadelphia getting called out, you hear about Philadelphia being called out.
But, okay, I love that narrative. I love that narrative.
Unlike Philadelphia, bro.
When you are losing, everything is magnified.
Yes, it is.
Everything. Yeah. Right? We had the same thing here.
Yeah.
A couple weeks ago, we were firing the head coach. The quarterback ain't worth it. The whiz kid is a dum-dum.
Yeah.
Rod Marinelli's too old. Chris Richard.
Scared
he's
to call
a
him blitz. Yeah.
Like
Jalen and Leighton forgot how to play linebacker.
That is the thing about losing. And now
you win one game, and we're going back to the Super Bowl.
It's over.
Nate was running through the division in the next 8 games.
Let me tell you something.
Kurt's hair is back.
But they said, guys were showing up late to meetings, and in Philadelphia, guys were showing up late to meetings, and this and this and this. And you're like, all this was good and dandy because guys just don't start showing up to meetings the day you lose 3 in a row.
Right.
This has been a
habit.
Most guys, like, if you're in the locker room, you know the guys. You know the guys. It's usually the guys who have the biggest names and the biggest contracts.
Same guy you're sitting there on a travel day waiting is
you know the
shut
guys.
the door.
Yeah.
We not
right. It's like plane leaving at 3:00 for Jessie Holley.
Right.
3:01 for Nate Newton.
3:15
for Mike Irvin.
Y'all seen Tony? I'm not saying Tony, but those are the guys.
Bro, I'm caught for Mike Irvin.
Right.
when you can call the pilot and say, "Hey,
Did
man,
you know that?
I don't care what you do."
Mike had the pilot's
number.
name.
I don't care what you do, hold this plane up.
I remember driving to a game, and it was so much back. I'm like, man, they're going to leave us. I'm like, man, they're going to leave us. We're going to get fined. It was me and Manny Johnson was in the car. And I'm like, we were like shook, scared to death.
Yeah.
I'm like, they're going to leave us. And we're going to be fined. We're probably going to get cut. And as we're driving, 2 cars ahead of us was Tony Romo. I said, Manny, we good.
Catch up.
I said, we good. As long as that car's in traffic with us, we good. Now, if he beats us there, we in trouble.
Yeah.
But it was Tony was 2 cars ahead of us on the left. I said,
so you're willing to take a little side skirt and get
once we get behind him,
Yeah.
we good. They ain't leaving without him. They will leave us in a heartbeat. But it's funny just how all of the stuff starts to come out when you're losing. Now Philadelphia saying guys are calling guys out.
Calling Wentz out. Calling a quarterback out.
And Dak had the same thing last week. What did he say? You know, some guys just ain't practicing hard. Dak came out and said that. He called teams. He publicly called guys out and said, we got a couple guys in this team who ain't really practicing hard. That's what losing does to a team. Mm-hmm. All those little things that you might kind of look over become magnified when you're losing. Now, you win. All under the rug.
The head coach, man, he got skins on the wall. He like just backpedaling. Oh, well, you know, guys get caught in traffic, and that's what we're good at. They'll call us and let us know that they're running a little late. Oh, my God, this your job. This could have never happened with Jimmy or Coach Manager. Running what? Tell you what, when you run in here, come see me. I got something for you. Depending on who you are,
unless
and how steep your
right?
I don't know about that because Michael also told a story about when Big E was late to the Super Bowl and he missed a meeting and he said that Jimmy's rule was if you missed a meeting, you weren't playing in that game. And he said Big E missed a meeting.
Bro, that was the Super Bowl.
And that was the Super Bowl. He was like,
that wasn't a game.
What happened next year?
This is what Jimmy did. He did not try to sweep it under the rug. He brought it before the team. You know, and the way he addressed Eric, man, everybody was like, wow. Jimmy was like taking the air out of us. And Jimmy kind of smart and stuff like that. And he saw how everybody was kind of like, and then but he said something so funny. You know, similar to, hey, we'll address that next year because right now we got to win a Super Bowl. And it just raised the room back. But Big E was, you talking about a dude, head fell so far between legs. Like, E, you can get your head out your butt, bro. You Big E, he ain't going to not play you. You know what I'm saying? So, you got to address it. You cannot let it go. Especially if it's a stud on your team, you got to address it. That's where the better coaches, they're going to address it. So even if you run to the media, this has already been addressed. But Coach Peterson, he keep getting hit behind the 8 ball. The right tackle went off after the game. The sources was out from last week on Wentz. But I'm going to tell you what I would do. And I don't care who like it or don't like it. And I'm being honest, what I would do with the Carson Wentz situation, because Coach did it down with the Saints about 4 or 5 years ago, Coach Peterson. Coach Peyton. He said, look here, man. He went to his ownership and general manager, said, look here, bro. This season about shot anyway.
Clean house.
It's time to go.
Mm-hmm.
If you not for Carson Wentz, and I hate to say that, because a lot of good players are gonna get canned, but you just showed who you was about, who you just paid for the next 4 years. So you going to have this grumbling for the next 4 years? Oh, no. I'm going to take me a year off, and I'm finna get all of y'all out here ain't for Big Newton. Hey, you, Shannon, you can stay. Bye. The rest of y'all can go. Hey, I'm serious.
Yeah.
You got to stop this, man. It leaked during the offseason, and it's leaking now. You got to say, hey, you know what? It's about Carson Wentz, and everybody else got to go. And it's going to be some good players. You're like, wow, man. And then the word is Alshon Jeffries leaked it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Alshon, I love you, man.
Wasn't he the one that gave up on that pass, too?
That was Nelson Aguilar.
That was Aguilar.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love you, man. But you got to go.
Yeah.
It's my quarterback.
They show who they loyal to, bro. They ain't asking him to take a pay cut or rearrange.
All right, here's what we're going to do, Kyle. You're going to be the most important guy on the show today.
Aren't I always?
Well, yeah, but you're going to be. You're going to be. Yeah, because without you, we can't be on the air. You hold the key. You hold the key.
I'm just mad that Nate still doesn't follow me back on Twitter.
Please keep bringing that up.
I will.
He, by the way, he doesn't have his headphones on, so he didn't hear that. He's not wearing his headphones today because he doesn't want to get mad at callers.
Wow, he's the key.
So here's what we're going to do.
Don't matter.
30 seconds.
Kurt don't matter. You
got to cut him off, all right?
30 seconds.
30 seconds after they say hi and all that. And we're not mad at any callers. If you get cut off in the middle, we just want to get to as many as we can.
I've got my timer ready. Let's do it.
All right, let's go to the phone.
You're the key, Cal.
Dimitri in Dallas. What's up, man? Welcome to the show.
Dimitri, what's up, bro?
What's up, man? Good to get through. Let me hurry up. Jessie, I'm still going to roll with you. I love my Cowboys. I'm going to say we still frauds, though. This is what Dallas does. Jason Garrett about to get fired. We want to come together and win a game, so I'm still worried about the team. Two of my questions, though. What y'all think about that Urban Meyer? And what's up with trading Anthony Brown in the first-round pick for Jamal Adams? Because I'm tired of building the future for 25 years. So that's my point. Go Cowboys, and I'll hang up and listen.
Thanks for the call. Which one y'all want to hit first? Kurt?
What were the questions?
Oh, my God. He wanted to know about the Urban Meyer comments.
Oh, no. I don't know.
What do you mean, no?
I mean,
Did you hear the comments?
I mean, he just said he'd be interested in coaching the Cowboys, didn't he?
He said if they called,
Yeah.
would you?
I mean, who wouldn't? Who wouldn't be interested in coaching the Cowboys if they called? No, I'm not.
But was he out of turn for saying that while Coach Garrett still has a job?
No.
Why not, Nate?
Because, he just said he would be interested. If they call, he would listen to it. If Jason Garrett was over there doing analyst work, if they call him, he would say the same thing. Yeah, I listen to him too. That's just, that's money, man. You're going to listen to money.
That's getting your name out there, right?
Yeah. Letting everybody know that you ready. If they call, you ready.
There's supposed to be like this coaching creed that the brotherhood is like you don't talk about or insinuate about another coach's job while they're still employed. Right? That's the big thing. But he was asked a question.
Right.
What do you want him to do? No comment?
Hey, man, man. Jason's doing a great. Oh, no. If Jerry called me, Please.
All right. And honestly, Urban Meyer I just don't like Urban Meyer the person. I think he's a bad dude. It's not a thing. He's a bad dude. He's just not a good person.
Yeah.
Hell of a coach, though.
Yeah.
He can coach some football. There's some dudes who are just bad dudes who can play some football. Yeah. He's a bad dude who can coach some football. That's just what it is.
Yeah. But we don't have to worry about that. You know why? Because the Cowboys are going to go to the NFC Championship game. Yeah. Coach Garrett's going to get an extension. And because he didn't get to the Super Bowl, everybody's going to be mad and they're going to want to fire him again. And then the story starts all over next year. And then the next year, you got to get to the Super Bowl. This is going to go on for 15 years. Yep. This is your coach. This is your coach of the Dallas Cowboys, I'm telling you. And you know what? Let me ask y'all this before we get back to calls. I'm stopping the showdown. Sorry. Okay. If he wins a Super Bowl.
Oh, you can forget it.
Is he good?
Yeah.
Will the fans forgive him? If he wins the Super Bowl and then goes back to 8-8 for 3 or 4 years, they're good?
Then I'm going to give you a person. I'm going to give you a person.
Kurt pulled a Nate and started rubbing his eyes.
I'm going to give you a person.
Okay.
Tell me Dirk one of the most hated and loved person before the championship. Dirk Nowitzki. If y'all follow the matter, he
couldn't win the big one.
I didn't get here to 2009, so they won 2 years later, so I don't know the back history.
Oh, my God.
It was a love-hate relationship.
Man, this dude's 7 foot.
He was Tony Romo.
Yeah, don't never post up, can't do this. Yeah, he can shoot a jumper, he can't play defense. But the day he won that championship, you can. But that's
a player. Bad. If Tony would have won a Super Bowl, I think his legacy would be cemented.
Okay.
But what was that? Does that go for a coach?
The owner said, I'm trying not to fire him.
Yeah.
Okay, now take it from there.
Okay.
Yeah, if he gets a championship.
Okay.
The owner said, I'm trying not to fire him.
Your kids might still he might still be the coach.
I don't know if it'd be in perpetuity.
His daddy was a scout.
Yeah.
It is in his blood. His brother worked for us. I'm trying to make up reasons.
Yeah. Both of his brothers.
I'm trying to not to fire Jason. I handpicked him. Now, start your conversation from now.
All right. Well, Coach, win us the Super Bowl because I like Coach Garrett.
Yeah.
I want him to be around for a while.
He's already been around for a while.
I want him to be around for a little bit longer.
How we doing, guys?
Get that 10-year pass and just win us the Super Bowl this year.
It'll be a couple lemonades before if he wins the Super Bowl, it'll be a pitcher of lemonade before he
He told one guy a year ago,
lemonades
we
for
don't
6
think,
months.
he told a guy a couple of years ago, Jared Bell, like, hey, I don't think he'll be in the family portrait. He win the Super Bowl, he'll be like, yeah. Let me tell you something, man.
Tell me something, Nate.
Come
For
on,
somebody
fella.
that was leaving before the show started, you have had a lot to say.
I'm
not
waiting on the
mad.
callers.
I like
I'm waiting
it.
on the callers.
We got
You the one
four
say
on
I'm
the line.
shutting down the show.
I did.
You the one did that.
What?
I'm with you.
You just said you had something to say.
No. You shut me down. I'm waiting on
All
the
right.
calls. I'm shutting down.
Antoine in Maryland, welcome to the show.
Antoine Wood?
What's going on?
Long?
I don't know.
What's up, man?
All right, this question is really for Jessie, and it's piggybacking off of what y'all was saying about Doug Peterson. All right, now, Jessie, I really don't know from the outside looking in, but I don't think Jason Garrett gets enough credit for not having the stuff that's going on in Philly. Like, we don't have locker room problems and stuff like that, regardless. Like, when Tony went down, we was never really out of a game when we was losing those games. Even when Dak had to come in, we still banged off 13 games. So how is he really like? You see, Dez, when he used to speak to him, he used to say yes, sir, and stuff.
Oh, there we go. Kyle, good job, man.
Lethal in
Good
there.
job.
Ruthless.
I think a part of that goes to Jason always talks about the RKG, right kind of guys to have in the locker room. The biggest thing is here in Dallas, the media is so big. If anything gets out, and we've had leaks here. We've had leaks where people have said stuff, and this player said this, and this player said that. The biggest thing, these guys enjoy each other. Like, it isn't like there is a lot of locker room confrontation. These guys truly and genuinely enjoy each other. And when you have that kind of group where a lot of these guys are the same age, like the same music, like the same stuff, like the same games, you have just a bunch of guys who, I ain't trying to take these guys down because we are actually friends. We really like each other. And that goes to show you how the locker room culture can either make or break a team. And so we laugh sometimes about the right kind of guys because you're like, this guy is a kind of a square or kind of a, Jason Garrett clone. But when you look at the group of guys that they have in that locker room, they genuinely like each other. So if there is ever a dispute, or like even when Zeke was holding out, no one said a bad word. Not one player was like, he ain't here. Did it.
Hey, they sold out Le'Veon Bell with the Steelers.
Yeah. Them guys was like, do what you got to do, bro. We get it. Because they were probably still texting and talking and like, hey, bro, you good? And he's like, yeah, man, I'm good. I'm just trying to get mine. And, I want to be there with y'all, but y'all know how this business is. These guys genuinely like each other, and that goes a long way.
Some of that fall on Jason then and creating that, because we've criticized him for his game management, but I've always thought off the field he's been good with the players.
Now, what Jason cannot do is what he did with the last regime of players. The whole Jason and Tony and Witten at the Duke game, that divides a locker room, and you saw that when people had to make a decision on, am I Team Dak or Team Tony? You had those guys who may be a little bit long in the tooth, but like, I'm with 9 because that's the kind of guys that I've been rolling with. And the young guys were like, nah, we with this dude. This dude, we with the NBA 2K dude, the younger generation.
Right.
Jason can't go back to that anymore. He can't go back to the Zeke, Dak, and Amari at the Duke basketball game or in Cabo together or whatever. Yeah. You can't do that as a head coach. That will separate the locker room. That you can't do that anymore. That just, it's one thing to have a council. It's a whole other thing now. You taking trips with certain players. That just doesn't go well in the locker room with other players.
It seemed like we were in here torching Garrett and the coaching staff for not having these guys ready to play against the Jets and so forth. But they came out fired up this past week against the Eagles. Should they be getting credit for?
No, you should get. I'm not into giving credit for what you should do. Like, you're supposed to go out there and play football, right? At a high level.
Hard.
Like, you're a professional football player. There's 1,400 jobs in the National Football League, and God has blessed you to have one of them.
So it was the players' fault they weren't ready then against the Jets?
Both.
It was both. Yeah.
Both.
Yeah. Do I think the coaches sat there and said, we're not going to give them an assignment. We're not going to practice. We're not going to watch film. No, I think the coaches. But again, sometimes you get lackadaisical. You let things slide. You may not be as prudent. You may not be as tough on a certain situation. And then it comes back to bite you in the butt. Now I got to go back and tighten things up. But I'm not giving you credit for going out there and playing hard. It's what you're supposed to do. Like if we came in here and just said, and we did that for an hour, but then you want to get credit. Oh, you guys, man, you want credit for coming here and having a no, it's what we're supposed to do.
Okay. I just thought maybe the coaches needed a little love there.
Give them some love, Kurt. Tell them.
You can give them love.
Go ahead. Well, just again, we were torching them because they came out so poorly against the Jets. They didn't appear ready. All that whole 3-game losing streak, they just didn't come out ready. Outscored 47-9 in the first half. They didn't appear like they were ready to play. Against the Eagles, they were. So I don't know. Is that?
I feel like maturity too, man.
We're giving
it's like
Tank credit for getting them fired up.
It's like a maturity, man, and understanding where you want to be. It's easy to talk about where you want to be, but as you're going to put in the work and the preparation to get there, it's easy to talk about how you want to be the man, but every time I see you over at the buffet with me, but you want to be the man? No, you got to be. Man. Yeah, you got to be over there with Jessie, man, trying to study and do what you got to do. That's the difference, you know. Like I say, like this off week, I didn't allow myself to get too far away from Valley Ranch because I knew I liked to eat, have fun, drink, party. So I didn't let myself get too far away from Valley Ranch. I would go over there and spend a couple hours working out because I knew what I was going to do that night. You know, so this your job, and that's what makes me laugh when I hear Coach Peterson, who got skins on the wall and should be able to say what is real for his team, and he walking around it, man. Say what is real for your team. Fellas, come on now. We had 2 discussions with Jimmy concerning race and concerning lack of our commitment. Jimmy shot this thing down. I mean, shot it down, and he was willing to back it with, hey, who do I need to cut so I can get this thing solved? Coach Peterson got to get this solved, man.
I agree.
You don't let this much talent go to waste trying to cuddle a bunch of grown men. No, man.
Let's go back to phones before we take a break. Corey in Amarillo, welcome to the show.
Hey, guys. What can the coaches do to get ahead of the game at swing tackle, backup swing tackle? Is there anything out there they could go get, somebody that could get off the streets, or even scheme-wise? Jessie spoke on it last week about that was a coaching failure. They didn't have a game plan or the right man in there to be prepared for Tyron to be out again.
Brother.
Good question.
I promise you, every tackle with any type skill set at all is in the NFL. Those that are on the street is about a step away from us burying them. Okay?
Their careers.
Yeah.
Their careers.
Yeah.
Not them.
Man, them dudes about to fall over in the grave. They can't even move. You shake them, they'll fall in the grave. Come on, man.
And that's what you think about the talent depth at offensive line.
I'm telling you, one thing the last 3 years, we have bought in 2 positions we ain't been able to bring people in at. That's offensive line and quarterback because they just not walking around on the street, brother. I'm serious. They are anybody that somebody is on somebody's practice squad at least.
Yep.
All right, let's take a quick break. When we come back, more phone calls on Hanging with the Boys.
Your new apartment's big. Such a great deal.
It's okay.
Just okay? What's not to...
It's right above the subway.
Well, I bet you don't even notice it after the...
That's my neighbor, Angus.
A deal that's just okay is not okay. Get a great deal with America's Best Network. Come into an AT&T store and learn how to buy one smartphone and get a second one on us. Based on GWS 1 score, September 2018.
Now's a good time to tell you that SeatGeek is the new source of tickets for all your football needs this season. SeatGeek makes managing tickets easy, whether it's buying or transferring to a friend. They even tell you the best deals for every game based on their Deal Score technology, which rates every seat on historical data, price, and location. Download the SeatGeek app on your phone and take $20 off your first purchase using code DALLAS at checkout. SeatGeek. Life's an event. We have the tickets.
Work the Cowboys way and channel the winning business tradition of the Dallas Cowboys and the Jones family at Formation. This dynamic workspace provides an elevated work experience on the Star's aspirational campus with exclusive membership options available to meet varying needs. Choose from open workspaces, dedicated desks, and private offices to leverage our home field advantage for your individual business success. Limited memberships are available now, so apply today at formation@thestar.com.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Back, a little phone fan fun.
What number are we on?
888-855-2297. We're about to go to number 4 right after.
We gotta pick it up. We gotta pick it up.
Put Tommy John on your end zone underwear that's guaranteed to never ride up. Trust me, I wear it. Wearing it right now, in fact. Backed by the best pair you ever wear. It's free guaranteed. Shopping exclusive Cowboys underwear at TommyJohn.com/Cowboys.
All right, to the phones. Donnie in the motherland of Louisiana, Shreveport. Welcome to the show.
Hey, what's up, guys? All right, now I'm going to be quick. Got 30 seconds. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and say it. I'm not a Jason Garrett fan, but I do want him to succeed because when he succeeds, my team that I've been supporting for 40 years succeeds. But here's the thing, man. We don't need a coach who's a best buddy. We don't need a coach who's their friend. We need a coach like Jimmy Johnson back in the day when Nate was playing. They were coming to your house to rip your heart out and feed it to your kids, and then they was going to eat you after the game. That's the kind of team and mentality and coach we need. That's what we need. We have a team loaded from top to bottom with top 5 talent.
I like the way that they just keep rolling, even though they know we're about to get cut off.
Hey, you might
they
as well
just keep going
go all the
to
way
get
to the
it in.
end.
Get
as
it
much
in.
as you can.
Like Greg Williams say, play through the whistle.
That's right. Play through it. You know what? I think you can take Rod Marinelli as an example. He's really close with these defensive linemen. He sends them text messages all day. He cares about their families. He knows who their kids are. I think you can be a friend and a mentor, and when you get out on that field, he can light into you and chew you up. Now, best buddies, no, I agree with that, but I think you can have a work, personal, balanced relationship to where you take care of these guys and you care about them. I think you can do that. What do you guys think?
That's the best kind of coach to be. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't have to be drinking buddies.
Right.
But to know that you care about me.
Makes you play harder, right?
Not number 16, that you care about Jessie Holley. That's, like you said, hey, how's the kids? How's the wife? Hey, man, remember we talked about that your grandma wasn't doing well, or, we're still praying for your auntie who's dealing with this. So whatever that thing is, when you show me that you care about the person, the player will run through the wall for you. The player will do that. When there's no relationship there, then I get to the wall and I start thinking, am I going to run through this wall for him? What pushes players through the wall is that relationship. It was I had a relationship with Jody Camillus. And he and I weren't buddies. We weren't best friends. But I had a relationship to where he and I would come and talk about life and different things. And I knew that he cared about Jessie Holley. So when it came to a point where he was like, listen, Jess, we're facing Reggie Bush or we're facing Deshaun Jackson in his prime. I got you. I'm putting you through the wedge this week. Say no more. I got you. And it was because I the person was going to run to the wall. What makes the players run through the wall, to me, is that relationship. That relationship.
About you, Nate?
Jimmy made it his business to know a little bit about all of us. I mean, and I love that they knew our families. They knew, but other than that, it was business. And it's like what Jessie's saying. It's business. I think where a lot of players and fans lose it is this is reality. That's why I refuse to play fantasy football. And I know guys that play it, I enjoy it for them, but this ain't a fantasy. And that's why Coach Peterson is in the place he's in right now, because he's almost treating it like fantasy football, trying to fix every little tweak. Now, it's bugs come with this. Deal with the bugs. Stomp out the bugs and get your team going. They got too much talent to be going down this road. Like, I think we had too much talent for what we was going through earlier. You got to go, man. Now, knowing a guy good and knowing him well, like, Coach D. Camillus, like Jimmy knew me, like Coach. He just gave me a call. Coach Tony knew me, you know, and I even gave him some advice coming from Miami. Wild as I was back then, the players wanted to get together. All old lines, hey coach, let's all go out drinking. You know, they was trying him for like 2 weeks. He's like, nah. And then he said, okay, I'll go out with y'all guys this Friday. And I waited around and said, coach, I got to talk to you after practice. I got to talk to you after the meeting, you know. I looked at Tony and said, Coach Wise, I don't know how you feel about me. You know, you seem to be a pretty good man. I said, but you finna step across the line. He looked at me. I said, you finna step across the line. I said, if you go out with these dudes and then you go to partying and drinking with them, then all of a sudden you need something special to be done or something to be handled, and you got to go tell Coach Jones that this is what happened, and you sell them out, down the road they're going to sell you out. I say, so you think about it, Coach. I'm gone. Get me a bill. See you later.
Do you think
Coach,
is the kind of coach that Jimmy was, that kind of yelling, screaming, whatever, is that a dying breed now, or is there still? Yeah,
it's still yelling and screaming, coach. But like Jessie said, it's the relationship you have. You know, another coach, offensive line coach for the Hogs, when the Redskins was running real good, man. I can't think of his name. He was the same way. You know, he would even go out and get a beer with the guys. He would drink his beer. Hey, guys, be safe, be gone. He knew all of the kids. He knew that, hey, man, how's the wife, da-da-da, be safe. But when it comes time, he would tell, hey, dog, we ain't drinking beers today. Y'all effing up. This is about the job today. You know, he cut the line real quick, bro. You need to do this. And see, it's that thin line that coaches can't cross. Now, players will try to get across it all the time because we about us. But coaches, it's a thin line, man, so you can keep that authority. It's about keeping your authority.
Yeah. Chris Tucker in Idaho. Welcome to the show.
Man, so Chris Tucker moved up to Idaho and calling us way down here?
I guess so.
And you know this, man. Don't you ever give me 30 seconds again. Anyways, man, I just want to say I love you guys. First-time caller, man. I've been trying to call for a long time. I talk to Jessie all the time on Twitter. I love you, dude. Anyways, I just got a question. Vander Esch, do you guys feel like he's on a sophomore slump this year? And would you go out and get a safety like Jamal Adams or something? That's all I got.
Thanks for the call.
Imagine that, somebody from Idaho asking about
Vander Esch. It's weird, strange.
Let's work from second question to first question.
Okay.
Jamal Adams is not leaving New York. They're not letting Jamal Adams leave New York. I'm sorry. Now, if the right package comes, of course, the Cowboys don't have enough to put in the package to get Jamal Adams. He's not leaving. The Jets aren't letting him go. They may let some other guys go. That's one of the dudes on their team. That's a leader on their team. That's a good player on their team. He ain't going nowhere. So the Jamal Adams theory about
where did that come from?
I don't know. It's the same thing when it comes to coaching. We are looking for someone to replace Jeff Heath so bad that we will begin to formulate these things in our mind and say, man, Jamal Adams is from Dallas.
You can package this guy with this guy. This guy's not playing great.
Yeah. No, it ain't happening.
If he ain't playing great for us, what you think the team want?
Coaches don't watch film, do they?
No, it ain't happening. And Leighton is going through his challenges. He's going through his challenges. A lot of it has to do, honestly, those linebackers are free-flowing linebackers. They don't want to have to deal with the trash and the garbage and all that kind of stuff. When they got to deal with getting off a 300-pound dude and another 290-pound, that's not what they do well. Those dudes, you got to keep them clean so they can just run and be attackers. When they got to deal with getting over dudes and getting around dudes and getting off dudes, that's when they're going to struggle. That's why you have to address that front line issue, especially that middle, because that center, left guard, right guard, those are the guys who get to the second level linebacking.
They make humps.
Right. The tackles are dealing with those outside dudes, right? The guards and the center, those they call them combo blocks come from. You'll see a guard in the center get down on a 1 technique or a 3 technique, and then 1,000, 2,000. Then I want to get to the linebacker because I know the running back time, once he gets there, I want to be able to get the side of that linebacker to create the crease for the running back to flow to. The problem is we don't have anybody that's making that block, that combo block, be a harder, sustainable block. So they have to stay there where these guys now can free flow and do what they got to do. Those guys are saying, boom, coming off of it, and now they're having to deal with the trash and the fighting and all that kind of stuff. That's what they're. But he's having a little bit of slump.
Twitter News is reporting that Raiders Hall of Famer Willie Brown has passed away.
Whoa.
All right, let's go back to the phones. Chris Jr. in Utah. Welcome to the show.
Hey, what's up? What's up, guys? How you guys doing?
What up, man?
Yes, sir. I have a question for Kurt.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Hey, Kurt. I just want. What do you think that is our biggest thing that we have to do to stay consistent the way that we played this last weekend? Because it was all around game, of course. I just want to know your opinion on what we have to do to stay consistent. And I'll sit back and listen. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Chris.
Wow, throwing this at me. That's I
like it.
I think it boils down to, and we've talked about it before, your big players have to come up. And I think they did this past week, and they haven't always in previous weeks. And so I don't know. We talk about, I think there was an article in one of the local papers about it's real nice to say next man up, but if your main guys aren't doing it, you don't have a chance to win. And so I think that's going to be the important thing going forward. You need Lawrence to come up every game. You need Jalen Smith to come out every game. Van Der Esch needs to find his way. You need Zeke to get the ball. You need Amari to do his thing. I mean, if those guys aren't performing the way they should, the way you expect them to, they're not going to win. So.
There you go.
He said does it ball down to it or boil down?
Boil.
Okay, I thought you said balls down to it.
Whoa, ball. That's
I was like, you finna bring a Tommy John right there. Yeah.
Where's your mind?
I'm just listening to you, man, because somebody asked you a question and you came back. I'm like, wow, I'm listening to this. Maybe I can learn something,
I like it, Kurt. Let's take another quick break, and when we come back, more phone calls. We need more. We're only 6 in. We got to get 4 more before the end of the show. Hanging with the boys.
For your next AT&T Stadium barbecue, gear up with OtterBox, the official outfitter of tailgating. It starts with the Venture Cooler. Built tough in America, Venture keeps ice for days and days. Or stay light on your feet with Trooper Soft Coolers, perfect for packing in your signature side dishes.
Tailgating wouldn't be complete without a beverage, so pour one into the OtterBox Elevation Tumbler. It keeps your drinks frosty and toasty. Discover more about OtterBox line of tailgate essentials at OtterBox.com.
Now's a good time to tell you that SeatGeek is the new source of tickets for all your football needs this season. SeatGeek makes managing tickets easy, whether it's buying or transferring to a friend. They even tell you the best deals for every game based on their Deal Score technology, which rates every seat on historical data, price, and location. Download the SeatGeek app on your phone and take $20 off your first purchase using code Dallas at checkout. SeatGeek. Life's an event. We have the tickets.
Want to use what the pros use? How about the official men's skincare brand of the Dallas Cowboys, Jack Black? Right now, you can get the Jack Black Starter, a curated collection of Cowboys locker room favorites for just $10 with free shipping. The starter includes 4 Jack Black skincare favorites, plus a full-sized intense therapy lip balm. Go to getjackblack.com/Cowboys and use the code word TEAMJB. That's getjackblack.com/Cowboys. The Jack Black Starter, $10, free shipping.
The excitement of Dallas Cowboys football is back at AT&T Stadium.
The place is going crazy in Arlington, Texas.
Don't miss your chance to see the Cowboys live when they host their NFC East rivals, the Eagles, Giants, and Redskins, plus the Green Bay Packers and more.
Elliott works his way through and walks the dog.
Single game tickets are on sale now. Get them before they're gone.
First and goal, quarterback sneak. Prescott pushes up the middle. Touchdown.
Visit DallasCowboys.com to get your tickets today.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
We are back. Nate's reading us something. I don't know what he read.
He read about last night.
Oh, my God.
Ghosts. I'm seeing ghosts. Sam Darnold. Adam Gase upset about that ESPN aired that.
Yeah, they kind of did him wrong, didn't they?
I haven't heard about this. What happened?
But you know what? When they came with him and said, hey, Sam, we want to mic you up, he should have said, no, as a quarterback, be smart.
Well, there's it's supposed to be a gatekeeper there that kind of keeps.
Yeah, they kept the gate. They kept the gate.
What happened? I haven't heard this story.
So
Ghostbusters got it.
So Sam Darnold last night. You want to read your read first? And then
No, go ahead.
So Sam Darnold on the sideline last night after one of his many interceptions, he's mic'd up and he's on the sideline. He's like, "Man, I'm seeing ghosts out there," and so ESPN played that back because he's mic'd up, and so they played that he was seeing ghosts. He said that he was seeing ghosts, and so now Adam Gase is upset.
This quote came out of his third turnover.
Yeah.
One of the 5 from a dismal. Oh, my God. See, ghost coach.
Yeah, but shouldn't that be something like a buffer like between the team that goes, no, don't put that out there.
Yeah, they're supposed to be
ghost coach.
Somebody
ESPN said,
Ghostbuster.
Join us November 9th on Tostitos Championship Plaza for the Salute to Service Plaza Party. Enjoy live entertainment, military ceremonies, Dallas Cowboys alumni, autographs, and more. Are you going to be out there?
Oh, my God, I'm seeing ghosts. What am I going to do?
After the festivities, a star will be hosting the top 2 Madden players as they face off in the EA Sports Madden NFL 20 Club Championship presented by Spire.
What are you going to do with them ghosts?
I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Yeah.
Actually, we should have had Sam Darnold asking, like, he should have been that with us last week.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Instead, he was like,
and now I'm going to ask y'all this.
Okay.
I'm going to ask y'all this. What did you think happened in the first series of versus the Eagles in our first passing situation? Guess what we did?
We blitzed.
You would think?
Well, the encouraging
What are you going to do with them ghosts?
Well, the encouraging thing is you're not completely opposed to trying different things, right?
That's what she said.
Because you didn't.
Nate's rolling today.
Because you didn't the week before, and it was disaster. At least, we get on this coaching staff a lot about this is what we do. This is who we are. We're going to do it this way because this is it. Maybe they're changing. Who are we kidding? No, we're not.
But I need for Coach Peterson, though.
We off him, man. We are the home of the Dallas Cowboys.
I think Nate
This
is
ain't
seriously
Philadelphia. This is
an Eagles fan.
We at the Star.
No, don't confuse me. Don't confuse me, dog.
We at the Star.
The reason what I don't want for any successful organization, whether I love them or not, what I don't is don't get off your plan. And I'm not. And if you're not a bad person, I'm not asking Coach Peterson to be a bad person. No, I'm not. But you better defend who you told management.
Nate, we don't care about Philly.
I know you don't.
I
know you don't, Jesse.
I hope that they
But
continue.
he got
to
on
improve.
Philly green, so I can't get away.
He got on money green.
He got on Philly green.
He got on money green.
Philly green. Once green is always green, baby. Like the blue, the star is always the star, baby. Star blue treatment, baby.
All right, Jason in Virginia, welcome to the show.
Hey, what's up, fellas?
Hey, man.
First time calling in this year. Called before.
Okay, by you being your first time this year, what does that mean? That we've been doing everything the correct way? I mean, we've been doing everything the correct way?
Yeah, you guys have been great, Nate.
I'm talking about the football team.
Oh, yeah, the football team. No. We've been doing bad. And my main concern is I need a big run stuffer in the middle of that defense so those linebackers can run free. That's the thing we thought we were going to draft in the second round. We didn't get it. And that's the thing that's still missing on this defense.
I know Nate agrees with you because Nate's been calling for it for ever since we've been on the show.
Yeah, and I thought this dude that we got, I thought he was
Tristan Hill.
Yeah, I remember Tristan. God, somebody walked up to me the other day talking, man, what, asked me something about Tristan. I say, first he got to make a tackle. Just make a tackle. Don't, it ain't got to be for a loss. Just make the tackle. Go from that to that to
Nate,
that.
They refuse to turn his phone off. It's been on the whole entire show.
That's $5. We're going to start finding you $5.
What would Jimmy do if that would happen in his meeting?
That's them goals, man.
They didn't have cell phones when you played, did they?
No, we had big army things.
What if your beeper went off in the meeting?
Oh, Jimmy would have just. And if nobody would have confessed, the whole team would have had to pay for it.
Really?
The dumbest thing that players do when phones go off in the meeting, everybody coughs. Like if a phone call, everybody go. That's the dumbest.
Trying to cover it up.
Everybody
like
coughs.
when you fart in class
Like
and it's delayed by like 2 seconds. You're like,
everybody tries to cough when the phone goes off in the meeting.
oh, let's go back to the phone because this guy's got some explaining to do. Kyle, give this man a minute because this guy, he owes us an explanation.
Who is this?
In North Carolina.
Eric
Hey guys, what up? What up?
So disappointed in you.
Hang up.
I am, man. I'm disappointed in myself, man. I had a hangover when I woke up, and by the time we were able to get going, it was like 12:30. And if I would have came to Frisco, I 100% would have I missed my flight last night. So
That's fine.
Give me a
So
rain
what?
check.
So
Give me a
what?
rain
They would have
check.
booked you on another one. They would have booked you on another one.
But you know what? That's a good excuse. So you're forgiven. We'll give you a pass.
It's only a good excuse because you understand hangover. It ain't a good excuse to us. I don't drink, so I don't get a hangover. So what's your excuse?
He was celebrating the
Blame it
Cowboys'
on the
victory.
city of Dallas, man. You guys, listen. The Dallas Cowboys fan base is the best fan base in all of fandom because we're better than the Beehive. We're better than the Beaver people, wherever they are. We are the best. We love our team. We're passionate about our team, and we're passionate about each other. The city of Dallas spoiled me and my friends, man. And, oh, my God, I can't stop talking about it, man. It was just so awesome. It changed my life.
This your first game?
Huh?
This your first time coming to a game?
Yes, my first time. My first time coming down to Dallas. It was just an experience. My first time coming to AT&T Stadium. It blew my mind. And check this out. It was so good that we had standing room tickets, but these fans left early and gave us their tickets, and they're like directly behind the end zone. So I got the chance to enjoy the third and fourth quarter in the stadium. I mean, I could go on and on and on, but we only get 60 seconds. But I will be back, man. I love that city. I take Whataburger over In-N-Out.
There we go.
Hey, be on time.
Hung up on him. Well, thanks, Eric.
We didn't get to ask him what he had for lunch.
We didn't.
Shout out to them.
Oh, there he is.
He's still talking.
Still go.
Let him go.
They gave me food. I ate off my food 3 times. It was only $12. I said, that's 3 meals for $12. I'll take that. So I love Dallas. Shout out to Dallas. Shout out to Cowboys Nation. Everyone was so hospitable. Everybody was so caring. You know, it was outrageous.
Hey, before we let you go, what'd you have for lunch today?
I have not even eaten because I'm so full from Texas. I haven't even eaten yet.
Okay,
man.
wait. What's the best thing you had while you were here?
It's between that barbecue from Jambo's in Arlington.
Yeah,
I can't think of the
it's a good
exact
spot.
roll because I had brisket. I had smoky brisket and these ribs, the rib bones, and this mac and cheese. Oh my God, it had to come from heaven.
All right, we got to go, Eric. I hate to cut you off, but we got to go because you won't ever stop. And we're going to get out of here, too.
Oh, we are.
Yeah, we're going to get out of here a little early. I got to get to a meeting. So,
all right.
Jesse, good seeing you. Kurt, thanks for being here. Nate, thanks for bringing it. Kyle, thanks for manning the phones. What you got?
Ghostbusters!
Hey, William, thanks for keeping us on the air.
Jesse hates Philly.
Stay away.
Jesse hates Philly.
We will have a special guest
love
tomorrow.
me some Philly cheesesteak.
We'll have a special guest tomorrow, possibly,
Who?
on the show.
Who? 6'3" brand?
We're going to try to get Chris Hall in here.
6'3"
from Scouting,
brand?
our good
The
buddy.
way you've been doing it, everybody been bowing out on you,
and
bro.
fellow rocker. What you talking about?
6'3" brand didn't show up. Eric didn't show up. But you've been delivering on the food. That's what
they've been bailing.
You've been delivering on the food.
All right, we will be back tomorrow with some stuff on Hanging with the Boys.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this,